Europe in the late 19th century was dominated by a handful of massive ancient empires, driven by a rapid expansion of their armies and an aggressive scramble for overseas colonies. Powers like Austria-Hungary, Russia, Germany, and the Ottoman Empire stretched across the continent in rigid, heavy blocks. To protect these sprawling territories, the empires divided themselves into two rigid armed camps. This web of alliances locked Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy into one bloc, while Great Britain, France, and Russia formed another. Fueled by growing militarism, imperialism, and rising nationalism, these treaties created a continent primed for conflict. The pressure was highest in the Balkans. As the Ottoman Empire slowly lost its grip on the region, a dangerous power vacuum opened up. Slavic nationalists, backed by Russia, saw an opportunity for independence, while the Austro-Hungarian Empire looked to absorb the vulnerable territory. On June 28, 1914, that regional tension snapped. A Serbian nationalist in Sarajevo assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. What followed was the July Crisis. Austria-Hungary issued an impossible ultimatum to Serbia, backed by a promise of unconditional military support, a blank check from Germany. When Serbia resisted, the alliance web activated. Within weeks, diplomatic treaties forced rapid mobilizations across Europe, putting millions of soldiers into rigid formation. The diplomatic architecture of the 19th century operated exactly as designed. A localized border dispute in the Balkans mechanically detonated into an inescapable continental war. Germany's opening move was the Schlieffen Plan, a rapid military sweep through neutral Belgium designed to quickly defeat France. But just outside Paris, at the First Battle of the Marne, the advance halted completely. The war of movement was over. Both sides dug into the earth to hold their ground. The Western Front quickly deteriorated into a claustrophobic maze of mud and duckboards, beginning years of grueling, static warfare. Desperate to bypass this deadlock, the Allies attempted to open a new sea route to Russia. They launched a massive amphibious assault against the Ottoman Empire at Gallipoli, but the exposed troops faced yet another disastrous, bloody stalemate. By 1916, generals resorted to immense battles of attrition at Verdun and the Somme. They poured men into devastated landscapes, facing a lethal combination of newly invented tanks, poison gas, and rapid-fire machine guns. Over 1 million soldiers became casualties for mere miles of ground. Industrialization had broken traditional